Telos Corporation is the provider of the Automated Message Handling System known by the acronym AMHS. The AMHS has been in production for over 20 years and migrated from its inception at the Jet Propulsion Laboratories in Pasadena, California, from a Unix Solaris-based system into the current Windows .NET-based server environment. Messaging in its most fundamental form is a trusted information transaction. Both parties in the transaction must trust that the information is correct, the identity of the originator and the recipient, and a guarantee that the transaction was actually delivered to the recipient. It is very different from email, blogs, wikis, or other forms of information dissemination. Trusted information transactions carry the same weight as a legal contract or military order between two parties. Information comes in many forms and content types. Formal organizational messaging is still accomplished with cables, telegrams, and other variants of these plain text type of messages. These information transactions are very specific in format and content organization. Because of the strict formatting, automated data processing equipment could effectively parse and process the associated information fields. As technology evolved, a natural migration for this information was to XML-based documents with explicitly defined fields and expanded attribute elements. The vast majority of information has minimal formatting, or in many cases, is freeform. Some of this information can appear in other modalities such as official IMs, voice over IP, audio, and video clips. These new information formats can be critical to the organization's mission and must be treated with the same rigor as legacy official messages. The AMHS processes and delivers this information to the required person or team utilizing Autonomy Idle, which is embedded in the AMHS software suite. The AMHS has developed a great number of features specifically designed to accomplish the organizational messaging mission and workflow. The user interface has a familiar look and feel. AMHS utilizes a web-based client, avoiding thick clients and the associated maintenance and patching workload. AMHS can be configured in a number of different ways to meet the mission-specific organizational requirements. AMHS can operate on any size platform, from a laptop for tactical deployments to a small single server instance up to a virtualized data center environment. AMHS has been certified, accredited, and placed in the most challenging of operational and security environments. A summary of key AMHS functionality includes official information processing due to the mission-critical nature of this information. High grade implies all of the rigor of official messaging systems that is in place is applied to these new information types. This also includes complete non-repudiation of message traffic and all user actions. Autonomy Idle offers comprehensive and explicit information search and retrieval. The virtualized and proven architectures support maximum availability. The AMHS has the proven capability to interface with multiple protocols and evolving information types. AMHS integrates Autonomy Idle as a key component within the system. Idle integrates with virtually every known information format to mash information to one comprehensive data structure. Autonomy Idle indexes all content utilizing natural language processing. Natural language processing is much more comprehensive than Boolean string matches. It accounts for language usage, abbreviations, slang, synonyms, and other variations, and is customizable to accommodate legal, financial, medical, and other mission-specific content. Autonomy Idle has multiple language modules to accommodate non-English content. It searches all content to include virtually all binary attachments types in existence. Complex search strategies can be executed utilizing Idle, unified query language, to deep dive into unique XML content or other mission-specific information. AMHS supports a number of existing and evolving messaging and information systems, from serial and IP audited transport protocols to SMTP, FTP, secure FTP, web services such as SOAP, Java messaging services, X400, and evolving XML and transport formats. The AMHS is a thin client utilizing standard web browsers such as Firefox and Internet Explorer. This greatly simplifies the installation, provisioning, operations, and maintenance of the AMHS environment. The AMHS user interface is similar to that of common email applications, providing a familiar user work environment that enhances customer acceptance while minimizing user training. The user's inbox holds organizational message traffic that is directly sent to or profiled to that user position. The user can be part of a collaborative work group or community of interest that is supported by bulletin boards. This empowers individuals to read, process, and if given permission by the bulletin board administrator, to copy, delete, and forward official information as required. All actions taken by any individual are audited and logged into the AMHS. The AMHS accommodates a number of different organizational messaging formats. For this particular AMHS, there are 4 formats that are available. Other customer-specific message formats are supported and controlled by the AMHS license keys to ensure that a user community will only have access to formats that they are authorized to use. The AMHS provides a comprehensive yet simple and intuitive search capability that takes full advantage of the IDLE search engine without having to deal with the complexities of syntax of an IDLE-specific query language. Simple Google-like quick searches and more complex advanced search functions are available on the AMHS. In this first example, we will perform a quick search. We will go to the search bar and type in the word Exacta. And we click on the quick search button. When we do this, 139 messages are identified. If we click on any one of these messages, we see the word that we were searching for, Exacta, highlighted in the document. In any search, the user will only have access to the information they are authorized to see. In this case, 139 messages is probably a little too broad of a search. We can go to the advanced search, which allows us to do much more fine-grained data mining. When we click on the advanced search, a window pops up which has a GUI showing us a lot of options. On the top, we can see the databases that we are allowed to search against: Autodin, DMS, News, Self-Addressed Documents, SADS, and Links, which are links to physical locations. We can also see words that we can search against. In this case, we're going to search for the word Exacta, and we can see that we have that one highlighted, so we're searching for that particular item. Then look in the entire document. We could search for it in the body of the message for specific fields within the message, discretionary access controls, date, time, groups, etc. We're going to search the entire document for the word Exacta. When we perform this search, we should see the same results as we received before on the quick search. And once again, there are 139 messages. And when we click on the message, the same results, we will see highlighted words that match the search requirement. If we want to do a more fine-grained search, we can go and click on Advanced Search, which remembers our last search, and we can add 2 more terms. I want to include the word NetSense and include the word ACA, which is an acronym. So I will enable those buttons. And the actions you have are include or exclude. That's a logical yes or not. You can use terms that are unique to IDLE, which has to do with the way it looks at information. Are they near one word within a certain range of another? Are they in a certain order? Is there an exact phrase we're looking for? In this case, we're going to do any term. And then the words themselves. So We're going to go and look for Exacta, NetSense, and ACA all in one message. When we perform this search, we see that we get 22 messages as a result. If we click on the message, you will see the words highlighted and the reason for this particular match: ACA, NetSense, and Exacta. So now we can do further searching. Go back to advanced search. You'll notice that there are two tables. We can combine tables with a Boolean operator. In this case, operator connecting tables is an AND. So whatever is in this table and this must be in the search results to give us some results. So let's include the word cyberspace and the word flux. If we do a search, all these words must be in that message or the attachments. As we can see here, there are 0 messages, so nothing in our database matches that particular combination. Go back to advanced search. Let's deselect NetSense and ACA. So we're looking for the word Exacta, cyberspace, and flux. We perform that search, and we return 17 messages. We click on the message itself, and you can see Exacta, flux, and cyberscope. So we have 3 matches based on that particular search. Once you've found a search that works for you, you can actually turn this into what we call a profile, where that traffic will be automatically pushed to one of your folders. And you can set up as many folders as you like based on your area of interest or specific role or mission. So you can fine-tune what you want to see and very intuitively with the advanced search capability, and then have that turned into a profile which will actively push incoming traffic to your particular work position.